Welcome to the newest installment of the Untitled Film Nerd Project. My name is Philip, and joining me as always is Ginger.
Hello.
And today we're going to talk about Satanic Panic. I'm just a sweet transvestite. Sweet transvestite. I've been singing that in my head ever since we watched the fucking movie. I'm changing the sweet transvestite songs. Before we get into it, spoiler warning now. If you want to avoid spoilers, skip ahead to the time code you see on the screen. All right, so let's get into it.
And what did you think?
Okay. So, let me put this into perspective for everyone listening/watching. There is a scene with a woman wearing a giant drill cock. That woman impales her sister and then gets stuck in a wall, where they both get electrocuted and die. Satanic Panic, everybody. This was schlocky and cringy, but it was so much fun. Satanic Panic is a movie that looked like it was a blast to make.
Yep.
It's campy and tongue-in-cheek, and it clearly knew what kind of film it was, and it didn't take itself seriously at all. I mean, it's got Rebecca Romaine and Jerry O'Connell and AJ Bowen again, and Dime Store Anna Faris and the goth one and the roommate from Happy Death Day, and yeah. Once I realized it was self-aware and tropey and cliche on purpose, once I realized it was essentially a trauma movie, then I was on board. Because I fucking love trauma movies, and I still say Killer Condom is an amazing cult classic that everyone should see. I enjoyed this one. It's flawed in good and bad ways, but it was over the top and ridiculous, and it's just stupid, mindless, dumb fun. It's got mystique, for fuck's sake. And one of the writers, Ted Geoghegan, also wrote and directed We Are Still Here, which was really good and is highly recommended. Oh, what about you?
Oh, pretty much the same. This was extremely entertaining. Like you said, they absolutely had no illusions as to what kind of movie it was.
Oh, no.
And it was very much, hey, we want to have a demon attacker. Do we have a budget to have a demon attacker? No. Let's take that demon and turn it into a sheet.
Yeah.
and it worked.
Yeah. It was so trauma.
It was just a pleasure to watch. And a couple things. I thought that was possibly the most pretentious driveway I've ever seen in my life. 2, the movie got really dark at times, which I wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
It still maintained the fun vibe, but it was just like, oh, okay, I wasn't expecting that to happen.
We're talking about cancer now.
Yeah.
That's depressing.
And then, also the entire thing of her actually getting pregnant with Baphomet's child self. But at the same time, it still was able to keep itself from going too dark.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the ending. But yeah, overall, just lots of fun. And yeah, really enjoyed it.
Right on. Well, there were some things that I really liked, obviously. That being almost everything, to be honest. I do have a couple of nitpicks. But this was just a great, horrible movie. I do have to give some overt kudos, though. The practical effects were fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Like, this is obviously a lower budget movie. It's being produced by Fangoria. By the way, make your title card fucking quieter, please.
Yes.
And when I saw that, I said, oh no. Especially with the opening scene with the bad camera work and horrible acting. I thought, not another shitty movie. But you know what? It improved and proved me the hell wrong. Something I thought you appreciated, the use of color was nice.
Yes.
It was a very vibrant film. I liked that. Something else I liked, some of the one-liners were very good. AJ Bowen, he had really good line delivery. Especially when he was creeping on the main girl. And he's just like, you're uncomfortable because I'm authentic. I'm like, oh my God, that's so awful. And then Dime Store Anna Faris, who I really liked. She's like, fascists get things done. I'm I'm like, yeah, they kind of do. And then Rebecca Romaine had two really good ones. One was, wouldn't you rather spend a few years on your feet than a lifetime on your knees? I was like, ooh. And then, I'll squat in the dirt and piss on your grave before I forgive you. I was like, ooh, girl. Damn, she's bringing the heat. And my favorite line in the entire movie, it's strictly dickly when it comes to black magic. Said by the roommate from Happy Death Day. I love that line. A couple of scenes that made me laugh out loud legitimately. The scene where they're trying to figure out whose phone's ringing. I thought that was just, she's like, whose phone's ringing? Oh, it's her fucking phone. And then the little girl laughing after Rebecca Romaine is decapitated had me cracking up. Seriously, the few minutes that girl was on screen, she ate the movie up. Yes. She was really good. Like, it could have been hokey. It was hokey, but she was a good actress. I thought she did really good. Props to Chelsea Stardust. This is her first feature-length movie. As far as her directing, there are some critiques, but you know what? Not bad. And I look forward to seeing what she has coming up next. The soundtrack and score were effective and fit the tone. I especially liked the end song that's playing during the slaughter in her getaway. For those, I looked it up. For those that want to know if they also liked it, it's called Scrape by Chelsea Wolfe. It's a great fucking song. And yeah, those are the things that stuck out to me that I really liked. What about you?
For starters, I really liked Sam. Her facial responses to so much of that was going on were just fantastic.
Right.
As you brought it up when Duncan, the character that A.J. Bowen played, when I can't remember what the line was exactly, but it was horrible.
Oh yeah,
it was bad. Yeah. And she almost giggled and then realized how creepy it was and then stopped. Yeah, she was fantastic. The motivation for the entire movie going being just that she's pissed off that she didn't get her tip, and so she breaks in.
Yeah.
Fantastic circumstances to get the ball rolling on everything. Rebecca Romaine, she was fantastic as villain.
Yeah.
And even speaking of the villains, I loved the entire use of magic that they had going on, and how a lot of it required major ritual, but shit wasn't going correctly.
Right, yeah.
Even like how O.J. Bowen's character died. That was nasty.
Yeah.
But it seems like the type of thing that, the head of a very powerful satanic coven would do.
Well, even Jerry O'Connell's death was like,
yeah.
How?
I forgot about that.
Stop the how. How did you forget that? Painful.
And I loved the entire specifics of cooking his heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, once the girl from Happy Death Day and Sam teamed up and they got past, the entire bitchiness phase, which all that it took was just to see the two dead sisters. And she's like, hey, you're a badass. I thought they had a good relationship going. And then the finale is probably the thing that shined the brightest.
Right.
Like, I really thought, it was going to be the end of times, and then it all falls apart due to politics and hell.
Yep, and a mistake.
And I loved it.
like you were talking about the rituals just not working out right.
Yep. So yeah, those are all the major things that I liked.
Right on. Well, there were a few things I thought could have been better. First and foremost, the editing was rough. I forgave it because the rest of the movie was campy goodness. But it was rough. The pacing could have been better. I felt like the last act moved a little too quickly, but that could have been budgetary reasons. I'm not sure. It didn't upset me or make the movie less enjoyable, but it was noticeable. And this is just for me. It did feel like it was missing a certain key ingredient to take it from good to stellar cult classic. This had the potential to be one of those ridiculous horror comedies that stand out from the pack, and while I thoroughly enjoyed it, I don't quite think it lived up to its potential. It was like a much better slice. Like, if you dissect it, there's obviously flaws, but it wasn't trying to be a movie that you couldn't pick apart. And I'd say it was 80% there. And that's it, honestly. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. I'm going to get shit for this, but I did not need to see Jerry O'Connell in his underwear. No.
Agreed.
No. Okay, that's it for me. What about you?
pretty much all of that. And I was going to say that, you're touching upon there's something that it was missing. Personally, for me, I think it was the coven dying at the end. With the manner in which they died, them just falling down, choking to death. Something like heads blowing up, bodies blowing up, melting, something extremely as over the top as everything else that we had seen.
Right, yeah.
I think would have been more appropriate. But as you
that.
brought up, budgetary reasons. But yeah, I don't really have much in the way of complaints that you didn't already touch upon.
Right on. Well, all things considered, would you recommend it?
Totally.
Right on.
And you?
Yes, but with a giant asterisk beside it. 99% of people will probably not like this movie. But it's not made or geared towards the masses. This is for the 1%, the good 1%, not the bad 1%, not the oligarchy ruling the world 1%, which kind of ties into the movie, but I digress. Yes, I would absolutely recommend this, but only for those that would appreciate what this film has to offer.
Awesome.
If you like trauma movies, check this out. Anything else you would like to add?
No, I think that about covers it.
Alrighty. Well, that wraps up this episode. Thank you for listening. If you like the video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends or cool people who might dig the Vizcast. Please subscribe to the channel, including hitting that notification bell to stay up to date on the newest content. And there is a link in the description below for the Patreon that covers all of the creative endeavors, so please consider showing your support. And until next time, my name is Philip.
And I'm TJ.
And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Bye.